All right, hello, hello.
Hello, friends.
We are back on the Somnium Files tonight. I realized we've played this, I think, every single stream since we started it, so
Yeah.
hopefully we're all locked in. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, hello. My name is Lemur. Um, what did we decide? Oh, yeah. My favorite character. That I still think is either Mizuki or who did I say last time? Aiba.
Aiba, I think.
Aiba. Yeah, they're still my favorites. I will say Date is stupid but growing on me.
Was it the porn mag that started growing on you?
I think that's the stupid. But no. Anyway, if I could learn, if I had to pick a skill that I have not learned that I would like to learn.
Mm-hmm.
See, I said that I could pick something, and now it's like there's just so many. So I'm getting like decision like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh man, and it doesn't even have to be the one. I would say I would like to learn another instrument. I don't know what instrument it would be, but I would like to learn more instruments because I've only ever been like a one instrument at a time kind of person. And I think it would be really cool to know more instruments.
Nice. I will say, like, so I play quite a few instruments, but like when you start getting into the families, it's a lot easier because they're all just like kind of the same, just slightly different. So like I play flute, all types of saxophone and bassoon, and going from bassoon to saxophone and vice versa is weirdly easy. So you got to learn how to do double reed versus single reed, but like you can actually pick it up pretty quick. So
yeah, I play well, I used to play flute. And then I currently ring in a handbell choir.
Nice.
So for those that have not heard me talk about it before, so more percussion kind of stuff. I guess I've always like really been interested in like, oh, hold on, that's the Maverick's alarm, or metal alarm. Which he did take his meds.
Okay.
Maverick has been taking his meds. We're good. I had my brother do it. But I've always been interested in learning how to play the guitar, and that never got off the ground. And piano is another one that I think is fascinating that I would love to learn.
I feel like, piano's like the classic one, but it's one of those things like you have to actually muster up the courage to like learn with someone at this point, and it's in your 30s, it feels a lot more embarrassing to do that instead of when you're like 6. So I think music is always great, so I think that's a great skill.
Yeah.
Excellent. And I'm Kels. I am your player 1. I have the controller. I have all the power here. You can see
I'm not sure you make me make decisions.
Yeah, that's fair. But here's the thing: I can override you at any time because again, I have the controller.
That's true.
So, I let you make decisions. My favorite character has and probably always will be Mizuki. Love her. She will kick our ass the next time we see her. Like there's no question in my mind.
There is a reckoning coming.
There is.
And our ass is grass.
And here's the thing: we can't go home now, because she's at our home most likely. So.
Peeing in all of our left shoes.
If that's all she does, I think that we can count ourselves lucky for that one.
Truly.
And let's see. So if I could learn a skill that I've not yet learned, I know I came up with this question and then I didn't think about it.
You did this to yourself?
I did this to myself. I do this every single time I come up with a question. I would really like to learn how to rock climb, which is not going to happen because I live in Florida and there's like no elevation whatsoever, so there's no rocks really to climb. But I think that would be like a really cool thing to learn how to do.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't have the upper body strength for it, I'm going to guess. So, but maybe someday.
I tried rock climbing once, and it's what I was told is I had a lack of coordination because I had like the leg strength to support myself, but it's like also like I don't have that much arm strength.
Yeah.
And also lifting your own body and being able to lift something that is your body weight are two different skills.
Yeah.
Like I could probably lift something that was my weight, but supporting my own weight, very different.
That is fair.
But yeah, I was not successful at that rock climbing event as a child.
Yeah. The other thing I'd like to learn how to do, and I have no idea how hard this actually is. I'd love to learn how to DJ.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like, what about it. Like, I love events with, live music and the whole, remixing and stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff. I've never looked into it.
Yeah.
But I think it would be cool. So.
Be fun.
Let's see. Chat says they want to learn to draw or speak Japanese. Both are decent things to want to try to do.
I have experience with learning both of those things, and I'm just gonna have to tell you right now that you gotta be used to doing stuff real bad.
I think that's the point of like learning how to do anything, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yes. I feel very fortunate that a lot of my learning to draw came in with also being a child, so like people aren't like, ew. Except for now I'm the one that looks at what I do and go, ugh. So that never goes away. It transfers to you.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with becoming an adult in general is like you become able to judge your own stuff. So it doesn't matter how good you are at it. You just always sit there and go, I thought I was better at that.
Coding would be fun. It would be a good skill. Again, a thing that I tried learning that did not go well for me. I just was not in a good headspace the last time I tried.
Yeah.
So.
I do some coding for work occasionally. So I do a lot of Python and Ruby. And if you want a place to learn how to code, Python is where I would personally recommend starting. So it is a very friendly language. So, but yeah, it's a good skill to have. So, excellent. Anyone have anything else they want to add to the topic before we go into our game?
Well, chat also said that Date is endearing and that the reptilian receptionist is the best girl, though. So, that was chat's favorite characters.
Have you gotten out over the reptilian thing yet?
No. I will admit, though, I did forget about it. So I guess I kind of got over it, but now that I've been reminded, I'm not over it.
You got over it enough for it to be in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
It's just anytime you think about it, you sit there and go...
I'm mad all over again. I'm not actually mad, but you know what I mean? Like, it's basically that same moment of, like, when you're that mad about something and you think about it, and then all of a sudden you're just pissed off all over again. That's how I feel with this, except for I'm not angry.
All right, let's recap. So, the Valley Girl receptionist flirted with us to Mizuki's chagrin. At Golden Yokocho, where we first met Benju and he drunkenly passed his fatherly responsibilities on to us, we ran into Mama and she told us of his connection to the Kumakura gang and recalled him yelling at us for puking on the watch he got from his lover. We questioned the Yakuza, who had a regime change 6 years ago. Reanalyzed the recently used couch to deduce that someone is hiding there, but got into a Matrix bullet time shootout motivated by non-existent porn. Congressman So claimed the business he and the Kumakura had with Lemniscate was clean, and they all have alibis for the murder. Moma explained he succeeded his suicidal brother and handled whoever gave Shoko trouble. Aiba protected herself during the car ride back to Lemniscate to explain So's real estate history with the Kumakura, but was interrupted by Akasaka sending us a phone call from number 89 offering to name the killer for a plea bargain. Ota was apologetic about ditching Mizuki with her mom's corpse, and we shamelessly flirted with the hot receptionist. We interrogated Iris about her business with Renju and Sunfish Pocket and dismantled every argument about the physical impossibility of her doing it. Iris did something sus with her phone during the interrogation, so we had to sync with her. Still not entirely sure about the ethics of that one, but, you know, whatever's in her head, she needs therapy for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just gonna put that out there. Girl needs a lot of therapy. A TV has the faces of the original Cyclops victims, and we strangled the body in her Somnium. Aiba refused to chug a bottle, and a mirror reflection parroted her words, but we ran out of time and started over. We did pass it, eventually. I want to remind everyone of that. It took us a bit. Come on. I want to load that one. Yes. The game is like, no. More with the cops, since when do we care about ethics? It is a question. I will say, I don't know how self-incrimination works when you're going into people's brains.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if they can stop that.
Yeah, I don't.
Also, to be fair, the laws probably have not caught up to it, considering the fact we still don't have good laws over the internet, and that's been around for, what, 50 years now?
Yeah.
So.
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
That means...
the murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium.
No. That means the person who killed them was...
Iris.
Oh, that's us.
Oh.
It didn't occur to me, I think because I was frustrated at the Somnium, but like, yeah, that's us. I know I joked about us being the original Cyclops killer, and then Pewter joked about it, and, well, this is awkward.
Yeah, that completely flew over my head. I thought we were only supposed to be seeing the stuff in the person's memory, not our memory. Right?
Well, yeah, that's apparently in her memory, so... we don't have a memory of 6 years ago. Alright, who do we want to start talking to? Boss or Pewter? It doesn't look like Iris is in here.
Pewter.
Alright.
About the original Cyclops killer.
Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice. After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified. That was the last we heard anything about it. Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing, but in reality, it was dropped completely.
Helpful.
About the original and new incidents.
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection. Between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
Why is that?
The culprit is not the same. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Is that because you know it's us? Is that why everyone's sitting here going, no, we know it's not?
How can you be so sure?
Because I can. Don't worry about it. Just trust me.
I don't trust you. Although, to be fair, I do have your technology in my eye right now, so maybe I do trust you at least a little bit.
The red figure from the sink.
In the Somnium earlier, I saw someone else who might be the criminal. Who was it?
Me!
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
Why did the original Cyclops killer appear in Iris' Somnium?
The Sinker does not always experience the Somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see. True, oftentimes a subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often in Somnia. And why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigations. But this is not a guarantee. We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all.
I'm so sorry. Leia moved and one of her toys squeaked, and that just took me right out.
It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. This can be expressed as an equation. Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C. This, of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event. However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C. Those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built from combinations of reality.
So what I saw in Somnium earlier.
Yes. I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
How did Iris witness all 4 of them?
Yeah.
Alright, are all memories real?
Pewter, you said that memories happen in reality, right? But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones. If you disassemble those pieces, you will find real events.
What about things you see in movies or television?
The events might be fictional, but the experience is not. Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth.
Alright, well, boss, what do you have to say about all this?
The blue figure from the sink.
Help me understand this. What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
Right.
Did you see him? He was...
I saw your face.
Yeah, this is awkward.
The original Cyclops killer was...
Can't be. That's impossible.
Well, see, it's not impossible because we don't remember anything, so... And it does kind of bring back the quintessential question of, if someone has clearly been rehabilitated and has re-entered society, do they still owe a debt to be repaid?
Yeah.
Date, you cannot say that for certain. You have no memories past 6 years ago.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
This a real fucked up joke, Pewter?
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer?
Okay, yeah, fair.
You interrogated Iris before the sink. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
I love how she's like, did you think that I didn't do a background check? Like, what the fuck, man?
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state secret. No matter how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
But what about now?
Okay, so catching up with chat. Maybe Iris had her own IBA, and that IBA transmitted memories from ours. And you're a cop. I kind of expect everyone you hire to be willing to commit serial murders. What about the original Cyclops serial killings?
The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago. I lost my memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Really?
To be fair, a lot of things could have happened 6 years ago.
Really?
We're gonna find out that, like, Dante just slipped on a banana peel and fell off a cliff, and that's why he lost his memory. Alright, why did the original Cyclops killer appear in Iris' Somnium?
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all 4?
Alright, summarize it for me, boss. I didn't learn anything from speaking with Boss and Pewter. If anything, the mystery only grew deeper. Pewter shook me from my thoughts.
Dante, it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I headed to the sink room.
Hey, Iris. About that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream?
Are we going to do this with literally every single person? We went through this with Mizuki.
The subject of a sink does not experience somnium in the way that you do. They will not remember it.
And what about the Cyclops killer from 6 years ago?
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news, but I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
No.
What about the scene of the murder?
I don't know. I've never been there.
But...
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about. Dante, could you take Iris home?
Huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release her.
So there is a law.
You cannot decline, Date.
Date, could we make a stop first?
Do I look like an Uber driver?
Sure.
You can delete that weird video you took of me?
Yeah.
Marble. It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
Okay, what are you doing at a bar?
You know about that place?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
I can
What
drive
do you
in
think?
circles.
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too. Alright, sure.
Iris nodded and pulled out her phone. Is she sending a Nile message to someone? I was curious, but I didn't want to pry. I turned the wheel and drove to Marble. I love how we just got in her dreams and we're like, you know what, we shouldn't pry into who she's texting. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Her subconscious is free reign, but her text messages, that's something else. All right, Marble, Sunday, 9:41 p.m. When we walked in, I didn't see Mama anywhere. To my surprise, I saw Ulta sitting at the counter.
Tessa!
No.
Oh, Ota!
Ow. Squirt bottle. What did you miss? Not much.
Let's see. We talked to Boss and Pewter, who basically both said in order for Iris to have dreamed that in her Somnium, she must have experienced something. She must have some sort of memory around the original Cyclops killings. Iris had no fucking idea what we were talking about, because she doesn't experience Somnium the way that we do, and also she was 12 when the Cyclops killings happened, so she was just a kid. Said she saw it on the news.
That, like, the people that do Somnium with us would not remember.
Mm-hmm.
We are the only ones that remember.
Yep. So we don't have enough evidence to keep her. So by law, we have to take her home. Or I don't know that we have to take her home by law. We just have to release her. We decided to take her home, but on the way home, she asked if we could stop at Marble so that we could talk. And we agreed. All right.
Now we ran into this bitch.
Yep. So do you want to talk to Ota first or Iris?
Ota, who already looks fucked up. Where's Mama?
Oh, she left a little while ago.
Left you alone here?
She said something about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
Is she helping Mizuki trash our place? Just asking for a friend.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
I wasn't particularly surprised. Mama's always depended on the kindness of strangers ever since she opened Marble.
I never thought I'd run into you here.
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She
Yeah,
said
we know.
She was going to Marble, so I got here just before you did. Look, I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
Yeah, you shouldn't know that. Alright, isn't your phone broken?
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
Okay, what was that thing about?
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing, that you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
Well,
We will use our blackmail.
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? But before I tell you, who's that?
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
This feels like a trap. Can my eyeball look in the back of my head? The fuck, man?
Excuse me?
Okay, so, fucking teenagers. Actually, I don't think Ota's a teenager. I think he's like 26. Well, day 4, Monday, we lived. Duke AI.
I regret not talking to Iris.
Well, we're still at Marble at 2:48 a.m.
Jesus.
When I woke up, I was lying on the sofa.
Where am I?
Hey, Iba, you okay? I can't imagine an electric shock was good for you.
No.
My head was killing me, and my memory was foggy. I felt a sudden pain in my neck. What did they do to me? Am I missing an organ? Oh, hi, Mama. I shot up, rubbing my neck. When I looked over the counter, I saw a monster staring back at me. How dare you, Date?
Yeah, that's fucking rude.
It took me a few seconds before I realized it was just Mama.
It looks like you're awake now.
I will say, disoriented, that, I don't know what you would call it, the jacket thing she's got on probably would look a little bit like a monster.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I do see where he could have made up something.
Yes, but still, rude, Date. Apologize now. As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remembered everything. So, where are the little bitches? Because I don't see them here. Alright.
What time is it?
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
Where's Ota?
Ota? The boy I asked to watch the bar?
Yeah, he did a real shit job of it.
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
Alright,
Why did you pick up?
Yeah.
I tried. You wouldn't budge.
Yeah, that might be because I wasn't sleeping. I was passed out, and if you pass out for that long, you should probably get medical attention.
I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
Yeah, I just came in here, got hammered, slept on the floor. Why not?
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
No, I was tased.
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
Just punch me. It hurt just as bad.
Date, the boss is calling.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Well... She's alive.
Iris.
She's moving at least.
No, that's...
Is it bad that I'm not that sad at the moment? I'm still mad because they just tased us. Like, serves you fuckers right. What did Boss say? Boss said watch the video, which we saw we saw Iris with her eye taken out. Still alive under a giant blade. So.
The criminal is streaming this live.
Oh, good.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
How much shit did Renju own?
Also, what with the taser? Ota tased us, which is why we passed out.
Yeah. Bitch. Alright, I thanked Mama and ran out of marble.
What's our ETA?
Our destination is far from here. 20 minutes at the fastest.
Oh, good.
Please, please let me make it in time. That sick bastard.
Polar bear?
Oh. What the fuck?
Something's weird about this, though.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Like, none of the others had a magic trick happening.
Yeah, okay. I'm back to being suspicious. I was in shock and now I'm suspicious.
Like, am I the only one who thinks that maybe Ota has set this all up to clear Iris's name?
Uh-huh.
I kept my foot to the gas the whole time. I could feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed.
No, it can't be. No. Stop!
Dante, maybe we should watch the road. Just kind of a thought as well. So we don't also die.
No!
Well, that was gruesome.
Uh-huh.
I'm still in doubt. There's no fucking way.
Uh-huh.
Is that a polar bear?
Yes.
No!
All right, the Harbor Warehouse District, Monday, 3:35 a.m. Okay, can we also have our gun out, please and thank you? Okay, there we go. Well, shit just got weird.
The fuck?
Something's not adding up here, and I don't know what it is other than we have like 8 more dead people.
I'm confused.
All right, the police headquarters, Monday, 10:02 a.m. I assume we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you.
Are we being interrogated?
It's rare to see you down like this, but it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks? Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide.
The kid ran away from a crime scene, leaving a 12-year-old. Like, something's not adding up here.
Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
Something's not, nah.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other 2 murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those 3 murders were definitely executed by the same person. The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
All right. What's our contradiction? I mean, there's a lot of contradictions here, but...
What about the polar bear costume? Let's start there.
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
All right.
Ota's behavior during the video.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the screen. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
That's a big if.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice-cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
Alright, Ota had no incentive to kill Renju.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it.
Okay, and what about Shoko?
Making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
Also no incentive to kill Shoko.
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
I am.
I told the boss what Aiba found.
Oh, I know that.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice-cutting machine.
Yeah, I'm sure he was just feeling A-okay after stabbing himself with a kitchen knife. And went, you know what? I think I want to finish the job quickly. Is Boss showing more cleavage than normal? I can't tell. It's still not a work-appropriate outfit, whether she is or not.
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice-cutting machine. And then...
Then, who is the culprit?
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims, but Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Mizuki? There's probably more, but Mizuki?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
Yeah, Renju and Shoku's daughter, Mizuki.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all 4 of them.
I think, Mizuki... You'd have a really hard time convincing me that, Mizuki could kill any of them.
Yeah.
Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
She is 12.
Iris' mother, Hitomi.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates, and she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
Ota's mother, Mayumi.
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemniscate either. And since Renju is the president... Anyway, The weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her. And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him.
And Momokumakura.
Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras, but there's no connection to Iris.
That we know of. Alright, how about Congressman Sosejima?
Yeah.
Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras, but again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Okay, was it me?
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No. Now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events.
I should point out we also don't remember killing Renju. I don't know why we left him out.
And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer.
The original, possibly, but the new one?
I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit, to get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Alright, where do we want to go? Do we want to go to the warehouse, Matsushita Diner, the Date residence, the Sagan residence, or Marble?
If we go to the Date residence, we're gonna get murdered.
We are, yeah, Mizuki's gonna kill us, most likely. But also, there's a part of me that thinks maybe she should learn about Iris and Ota from us and not elsewhere.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, let's go see our daughter. Let's go get killed by our daughter. Mizuki is curled up on the sofa. She looked like a small animal frightened by a predator. Hey, honey. Okay, apparently we're not gonna say hi.
About Iris.
Oh.
About Ota.
Well, how about the Okira Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse?
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet. Not just in Japan, but worldwide.
Okay, well, we couldn't tell her.
3 days
And
ago,
it was also live
Mizuki
streamed.
discovered her mother's
That's
body.
fair, yeah, I forgot about that.
2 days ago, her father's.
Oh my god, this poor girl.
This morning, 2 of her best friends. It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Can I give you a hug first?
Are you okay?
That was a stupid question, Date.
Yeah.
She certainly didn't seem so. But I can't stay by her side forever. She's 12!
Aiba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Understood.
I stayed with her for a little while, but we didn't speak. Having nothing more to say, I left. Okay, bye, I love you. Let's look at our... This is our closet. We just have all the same clothes.
Amazing. And we share a closet.
We share a closet, if you can call it that. Our little kitchen. Someone's got a bed. Oh, look at it! It's a door rabbit, a stuffed rabbit. I gave it to Mizuki on her birthday. Aww! We have a speaker. We have large speakers, yeah. Why do we only have one bed? Mizuki's bed. Do I not have a bed? Do I just sleep on the couch? There's a bench press where my bed should logically be.
We sleep there.
A bench press. There's a 3-seat sofa in the center of the room. Are we just not going to answer this question? All right. I think it's time to go because I don't think Mizuki's going to talk to us. All right. Warehouse, the diner, the Sagan residence, or Marble. We sleep in a hole in the ground.
Sagan residence.
I can't imagine he told me he's in high spirits either. When I visited the Sagan household, I found he told me with a hollow look in her eyes. She let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down. But after that, I couldn't say a single word. The heavy silence weighed on both of us.
About Iris.
Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3. And finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent. Even though she needed constant attention growing up.
You know, if we're right and they have staged this entire fucking thing, I'm going to be so mad that they have devastated all these people.
Yeah. About Ota.
Ota was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Ota tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Need to give her any information.
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but...
Hey, I'll take anything at this moment.
No, please. Tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Well, that's a fucking weird place to meet her. I don't know why either of you were there.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Fuchu.
Prison?
Wonder if it's number 89. Alright, let's ask about Iris again.
Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her, but why?
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante, please, you have
have to catch them. Please. Please.
I will. Trust me.
Poor lady. He told me your boobs are pressing up against me. All right. Warehouse, diner, or marble?
Diner.
We're just gonna get all the parents out of the way. We gotta, like, get past this point.
Yeah.
Because damn, this is, like, it's good, but damn, it's depressing.
Yeah, it's sad.
The place was silent. It was so quiet, I felt like I could hear the floating dust. I stepped inside. I thought it was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. It was Mayumi. It was like watching a decaying old tree cling pathetically to the earth.
About Ota. I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you want
to talk about it? I'll take that as a no.
This is your fault.
What did I do?
I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris, my boy Ota got involved.
Girl, your boy Ota fucking tased me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's a crime no matter where you go.
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Yes, ma'am. I'll ask questions later.
Date, let's go. She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, marble or the warehouse?
Marble.
Mama, please, I need a drink. You know, that whole drinking from the bottle thing you were joking I was doing? I might need that now. I just looked down to, I guess Mayumi doesn't want to join the consolation orgy.
Yeah, you missed some stuff.
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel. You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Tell me.
I'll take it. All right, information about the incident.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case. Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3? Iris?
No, not that one. The boy.
The fuck was Ota doing?
He came here last night.
Ota?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
Okay, how is Ota related to the Kumakuras?
Have you heard the rumor?
Mama told me a similar story to Aiba's, about Sosejima and the Kawasaki district. The basic idea is this. 8 years ago, So sold his land in the Kawasaki district for 30 billion yen. Half a year later, an explosion at the chemical plant caused the land prices to drop drastically. So brought back the land for 1 billion yen. Almost like he knew beforehand that the accident would happen. Nothing like market manipulation. Did So blow it up or conspire to blow it up? No, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that. he would end up with 29 billion in cash and 1 billion in land. It's a net zero. But there's more to the story. Alright, about him in the Kabasaki district.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kabasaki.
Okay.
Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kabasaki? So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kabasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kabasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces. But I promise you, I will revive the Kabasaki district at any cost.
Like any good Japanese politician.
Casino Town Kabasaki will give new life to the city.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kabasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off limits. However, the air in Kabasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kabasaki are going to skyrocket. And all that land is owned by the KE, and by So himself. The land he bought back for 1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip.
Okay, but where does Ota come into this?
What were we talking about again?
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kabasaki district?
I do now.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, Mama.
Together we will make Kabasaki great again.
I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
It's never wasting my time with you.
No.
I love you.
Very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, I'll be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
Alright, let's go check out the warehouse. I stepped into the cold storage warehouse. The air conditioning wasn't running, but it was still cold. The temperature hadn't raised much at all. The cold air sunk into my skin, but the center of my body was burning hot. All right, we have a crime scene.
Yep.
Kagami, any clues?
No, nothing so far.
Any progress?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
All right, so both of you are useless, I see.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them.
Right here. Iris and Ota were...
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
So we have a time of death?
Just before I
so
arrived.
They are dead?
About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right, about that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound, or...?
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Iris and Ota were sliced in two by this ice-cutting machine. Iris and Ota.
Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been confirmed. The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Iris and Ota's blood. Okay, how about bloodstain B? Is this Ota's blood? Random cardboard box. Yeah. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, if we know he got stabbed.
Yeah.
And Iris was strapped to the machine, like. Cardboard box on the floor, there's nothing in it. Okay, well. We have forklifts. I don't see anything special about that one. How about forklift A?
This forklift is old. It does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
Okay. How about the crane? A hook is hanging from the ceiling crane. Is there more that we have to talk about the equipment?
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
Good cybersecurity.
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras. The same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
Video camera and laptop. Shelves packed with cardboard boxes. I don't see any clues here.
Oh my god.
What?
Chat says that they once came across a Wi-Fi network named the Eyes of Satan's Butthole.
Amazing. Okay. Tire and floor covered with a layer of ice. Anything new, policeman? No? Anything new, Inspector? Inspector's doing his duties as usual. Wooden box on the shelf. It's empty.
There are only a few items on the shelf.
Is this warehouse not in use?
Nothing particularly suspicious. We have the crane. Oh.
Apparently, the Eyes of Satan's Butthole was near a Mormon church, oddly enough.
Look, if you are right near a Mormon church, I kind of feel like you have an obligation to name your Wi-Fi something weird.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
Can't wait to find out what the killer is doing with all these eyeballs.
I'm sure it's totally normal and chill.
Totally. Maybe Ota was trying to help Iris, jumping at the criminal. That led to a scuffle, and Ota ended up with a knife wound in his side. He lost all his power to fight back. He was forcibly put inside the costume and then finally cut open by the ice-cutting machine.
But why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown. Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
All right.
All right. Iris and Ota's bodies are under autopsy. Their bodies aren't here anymore. Do I have to talk to the inspectors? All right, I'm heading out. Let me know if you find anything. I let them know, then left the warehouse. All right, we've done our investigating. How are we going to put this together? Because I don't think we have enough clues for anything.
Ew.
When I left the warehouse, I saw Pewter. What is he doing here? He walked up to me while I was trying to work it out.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Okay.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little.
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her.
You do know that my eyeball is recording literally everything we're talking about, right?
So, I decided to meet you here.
All right. Let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely certain the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Thank you for that flashback.
Let me explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer. Although, it's more accurate to say, killers.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras.
And Rohan Kumakura went crazy 6 years ago, which was why Moma stepped up. Uh-huh.
They each had a role to play. The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
About Rohan.
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out.
Thank you for that mental image, my dude. Could you not skip that one?
The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes.
What?
Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them. He needed to have them, to make them his own.
I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since I've taken my forensic anthropology class, but I'm like 99% sure men's eyeballs and women's eyeballs are like 100% the same. Just putting that out there.
I don't know what you
Driven by
mean.
this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women. He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge. His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner, the aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings.
On the plus side, I guess that means that, you know, you could use the same dead body for 2 instances. So, you know, I guess if that cuts down crime by half, like...
At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
Why did the case get classified?
That, I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
Alright, who's the murderous psychopath?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust. It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone. It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do. However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means. Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
What
Murder?
was it?
Murder.
Okay, I was joking.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain.
I just need to know, like, how do you find that out?
Mm-hmm.
It's like occasionally when you see people do like a whole bunch of weird shit and you're like, how did you figure out you could do that? What'd you kill, man, that made you sit there and go, you know what? That makes me tingly all over.
The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure. He was 12 when he took his first life. That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
Alright, summarize this for me. Exactly, the Yukimasa disorder.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice.
There were 2 Cyclops killers.
And one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. But that means one remains. Who is he?
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police. They actually picked him up on other charges. But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
Fuchu prison?
Yes.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
Ha!
Number 89.
Yeah, they just picked him up on tax evasion.
So, now you know why I said that the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars. Neither of them had the opportunity.
Alright, let's head to Abyss. I assume we are about to now tattle on Pewter for telling us this information, so... Alright, police headquarters, Monday, 4:57 p.m. I returned to boss's office to report. But I didn't see her anywhere. Oh, we've got a Christmas tree now!
Ooh.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
What do you mean she doesn't live here?
True.
I sat down in my usual seat and decided to wait for boss.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research about number 89.
Alright. Let's learn about our serial killer. Is he hot?
What about 89 and the new Cyclops killings?
Pewter claims that there were 2 culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves 1 culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
Relationship between 89 and Shoko.
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
What is 89's real name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
How do you not know?
No such person is listed in the family registry.
Oh.
It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
Alright, who is 89?
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police.
Let's talk to 89.
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it, but he's our last remaining loose end.
All right. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Okay, but we do remember this man was a serial killer, right?
Right. Like,
I mean, I don't know that I want to step into that psyche. Like, I feel like I'm going to need counseling after that one, and I kind of needed counseling after the 18-year-old.
yeah.
So, this one's going to be fucked up. After cutting through some red tape, number 89 was brought to HQ. He took considerable time to arrive. But for some reason, Boss never showed up. Oh no. I don't like that. We gonna find her with her eye taken out too?
Yeah, that's ominous. I don't like that detail at all.
I kind of feel like if we're taking a mass murderer out of jail that she has explicitly told us not to worry about, she would come back to kick our ass. So... Oh well, police headquarters Monday, 8:56 p.m. Oh well. Hello.
He seems normal.
I'm so glad that Pewter and Boss stand the exact same way in interrogation. Hi.
Sorry to interrupt your busy day, but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
All right.
You're the original Cyclops killer, aren't you?
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the 2 Cyclops killers.
Do you know Shoko Nadami?
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu Prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
Okay. Weird.
Yeah, very weird. When did you first meet Shoko?
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one.
Lovely.
I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
Mizuki, you have real shit parents, is all I have to say.
What's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name?
I don't remember.
Oh.
Okay, where are you from?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
Alright, who killed Shoko Nadami?
Alright, let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You got a deal.
I 100% do not have the authority to make that deal, but...
Alright. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that alright with you?
I've got nothing but
Serial
time.
killers always want a monologue.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin. Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice.
Are you previously a cop?
Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor.
I'm loving the, like, dark silhouette.
Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
Okay.
That's right in front of the cold storage warehouse.
Oh.
I've been trying to figure out why there's the kanji right there, and it finally hit me when I could see the entire thing.
Yeah.
But F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened. That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral, one by one. He became an assassin, a lone gunman. No agent, no employer.
Okay, are you describing your life or the plot of some B movie? I need to know.
He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner, but it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth.
Why does your head look like a testicle with some weird hair on it?
But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed.
Also, if your suit creases like that in the back, it means it doesn't fit well, in case anyone wants some style advice.
How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no, but it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
Sounds like a fair deal to me.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer.
It's a testicle with pubic hair.
Yes.
Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco, named for the falcon, a bird of prey.
And not the Star Fox character.
Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night, at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely.
I'll be completely honest, I don't know anything about the Maltese Falcon. I've just heard it referenced over the years. So I have no idea what it is. I don't know if it's a real falcon or not.
Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment...
Yeah, so chat looked it up. It's a movie.
Darkening vision.
Chat and I were on the same brainwave. It's a classic noir movie.
Huh, okay.
Detective movie.
Also, he told me? Girl, what you doing here? With a serial killer cop thing. I don't know what to call him. With Mr. Falco.
He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him.
You know what's interesting is, if that's Hitomi, her other arm works here.
Mm-hmm.
Odd.
He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking.
Truly film noir.
That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work.
Okay, if this is Hitomi, if you see a man dying on the side of the road, he, like, forcefully kisses you, maybe don't continue to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again. His former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
Oh, that's a good question. Are you Iris's dad?
Mm-hmm.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us, but there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me.
See, it's always the last job that gets people in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine, and her daughter. She had just turned 12.
Iris?
Why the 2 of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason, and Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
And then... Silence. For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again.
Was that the whole story?
Was that the whole story?
Why'd you stop?
Why did you stop?
You mentioned a detective?
You mentioned a detective.
Okay, how about the connection between that and Shoko?
What's the connection between that and Shoko?
Answer me!
Hey, answer me.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else.
Okay, well, here's the problem. I'm pretty sure I don't have the authority to uphold my end of the bargain. Will you take a lollipop? I'm sure we have one somewhere.
I'll give you half up front, half later. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Thank you, Iva.
Pewter.
Yes?
Start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.
Look, here's your release procedure. First, you just need to drink this medicine.
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage. He will not be waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned about being in a room with him. Not gonna lie.
Let's begin.
Even if he's supposedly subdued.
He wakes up and I'm gonna be the next victim. I don't know what he's gonna kill me with, but I'm sure he can rip something off this machine and beat me with it. Like, he's a serial killer. I'm sure he could get creative. Hey, we've been here.
Sup?
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah.
Why are you suddenly a cat?
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
Stand up.
Is this the Sagan residence?
It definitely is. But why?
Number 89. What were you up to?
Chat said lazy eye.
What?
Oh, that's probably not good.
It's got enveloped by flubber.
Green. I do not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium scan. Activate.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, just 4. Well, that's probably not good. Maybe it is.
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
Alright, we have Sinking in the Curtain. Number 89 is hiding in the past. Number 89 is covered in a green membrane. I can't get close. Alright, what do we got? Prevent the interference from something. Whatever the fuck that thing is. We have a switch, we have the winter iris, and we have a picture we can interact with.
The switch.
It's covered in thorns. We can look at it.
A switch? But there are thorns around it.
We can remove the thorns, we can flip the switch, or we can look at something else. Snot everywhere.
Remove the thorns.
Alright.
An astute observation. I will do that. Ow! I can't pull them out. They sting me.
Well, guess we have to investigate without pulling them out.
If you're fine with whatever happens to my fingers.
Alright. Switch, winter iris, or picture?
Winter iris.
Alright.
A winter iris that blooms in the cold.
I know.
We can pick it, we can smell it, or we can look at something else.
Smell it.
Keep my 1/7. Is it gonna go up our nose again?
It smells like a typical winter iris.
What does a typical iris smell like?
Elegant and gentle.
Can't you just tell me what it smells like?
I had to search online for a description, but could not find one.
Oh, right. Forgot about that.
Alright, switch, iris, or picture?
Picture.
Alright.
A picture.
Just a picture.
We can fill it out, or we can remove it.
Fill it out.
I don't have a pen. No choice. I must use my blood.
Okay, yeah, that was a logical conclusion.
You don't have to go that far.
The color has returned.
Hey, Iba?
I said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. No need to worry. And besides, we are in a dream.
Still, blood? I'd feel better if you used a different word.
For example?
Body fluids?
No, that's worse.
I do
That's
not
worse.
feel comfortable with that.
Alright.
Agent Dante, you've got
Should
5
I
minutes.
pick it up?
Do we want to hang up, or do we want to ignore it?
Hang up.
Alright, we are going to use our 10 seconds.
What the?
Oh, she did.
Alright, I think maybe we should ignore it this time.
Yeah.
It won't stop ringing. It stopped. What was that?
I don't know.
Oh good, it left a puddle on the floor. Alright, mental lock 1, unlocked.
It worked?
Alright, there is a book, or there is liquid.
Liquid.
There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
Alright, we can jump in, we can lick it, we can stick our hand in it, or we can smell it.
Lick it.
Alright. We're gonna half time that.
Just don't make a mess.
I do not intend to. This
Is it wine?
Wine? I had better drink some more to be sure.
Stop it.
Our eyeballs getting drunk in the dream. Alright, do we want to do anything else with the liquid, or look at the book?
Let's look at the book.
A book?
We can read it, or we can tear it.
Tear it.
Alright.
Are you sure this will help us uncover number 89's secrets?
It might. We're getting closer.
Well, it did our thing. Alright, all we've got left is the liquid, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got, so...
There is some kind of...
Yeah, liquid. Alright, do we want to jump in, smell it, or stick our hand in?
Jump in.
Alright. We're going to go ahead and use our 10.
Jump in, you say?
Yeah, why not?
Jump in, Iba!
You do not have to shout.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know why I listened to you.
It'd be funny.
Alright. What else would you like to do with it? Smell it or stick our hand in it?
Stick our hand in it.
Alright.
It is surprisingly deep.
Did you find anything?
Well... Oh! There is something.
Hey, we have a cork.
Oh.
Totally normal thing to happen.
My wine.
That was wine? It looks like sludge.
My wine tastes like sludge.
So you agree it's sludge?
It's ringing again. What should I do?
Alright, we can hang up, we can pick it up, or we can ignore it.
Let's pick it up.
All right.
Hello?
What is this? What the? I lost consciousness.
Alright, we can hang it up or we can ignore it.
Let's ignore it again.
Y'all good? There we go.
It stopped. Aren't you curious who was calling?
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
You're
I have
a
none.
police officer. Have some backbone.
Yeah, what if these dream people threaten me? Alright. 2, done. We ignored the phone again.
I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
At least you didn't faint.
Alright, prevent the view from that thing. Okay, so we have a ceiling fan, we have 2 books, and we have a pot with something absolutely fucking vile in it.
Not the pot. Maybe the ceiling fan?
It's a ceiling fan.
Is that like a giant desk fan?
A desk fan only moves the air immediately around it, whereas a ceiling fan circulates air in an entire room.
Thank you, Iba.
Oh, right.
Alright, we can blow on it, throw something at it, headbutt it, or hold on.
Throw something.
Alright.
Something like this?
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's throw a wine bottle at a ceiling fan.
Take this! Do not me. Be more careful.
Sorry.
Alright. 2 books, ceiling fan, and the pot.
Well, we're gonna have to start this over. I
We
assume.
are, but I
Let's
think
do the
maybe...
pot.
Okay. Because we still don't know the entire way to do this, so we'll use our extra time.
Steam is rising from it. It appears to be some kind of green curry.
Maybe a soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green juice.
Yeah, like
Yum.
a slime.
A turtle ninja could leap out at any moment.
Do we want to wear it, drink it, smell it, or heat it?
Drink it.
Yeah. We're gonna be out of time anyway, so.
What is this anyway?
You can tell by tasting it.
I would like to know before I put it in my mouth.
It's green, right? It's gotta be gag.
Don't say such things. I'm the one who has to drink it. Fine. I'll have a sip.
Just a little one.
We have very different definitions of sip.
Hey, Iba.
She's dead.
We just killed our eyeball.
Iba!
It's fine, we're also dead.
Thank you for the delicious soup.
What kind of soup was it?
Elephant.
What did you say?
Elephant. Date, there's no
Yeah.
Shit.
Alright. But now we know where to go, so.
Yes.
I'm just gonna restart it from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because I don't think using a retry is going to help us out that much.
No.
Yeah.
No, not sup. Why are you...
Yeah. We've seen all this. Green gap. Okay, so the first thing we did was get blood on the picture.
Yes.
Nope, come on. Look at the picture.
A picture.
Okay, we want to fill it out.
I don't have a pen.
Yeah. And we want to ignore the phone. I'm gonna go ahead and use our 10-second timey. Okay, then we want to stick our hand in the wine.
There is
40-second one is not going to help me here, so...
What is this substance? Green tea?
Oh yeah, we didn't lick it this time.
Obviously not green tea.
Oh, come on.
Perhaps it's jelly.
It's not jelly.
Okay, and we also need to rip apart the book. And this was a really good place to use that double, so... Alright, we are going to use the 40-second to ignore it. Alright, we are in a much better place this time.
Yes.
Alright, we have a ceiling fan. We have 2 books. Or we have the pot.
One of the books.
A book.
Read it or tear it.
Tear it.
Okay.
I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee a library?
Number 89. A librarian.
Okay, that got us somewhere. We have another book, we have a ceiling fan, and we have a pot.
The other book.
A book.
Tear again?
Yep.
Here I go. What happened?
Nothing.
Aha, but something did. Okay, ceiling fan or pot?
What do you think?
I don't know. Like, the pot has a little check mark next to it, and the ceiling fan doesn't.
Yeah.
And everything so far that has actually done anything for us has had that little check mark. So
Okay.
maybe we need to drink from the pot again.
Okay.
Maybe that was actually the thing that we needed to do.
thought. It appears...
Alright, so we are going... I'm going to use our 1/5. We're going to drink.
What is this?
Ouch, ×3.
What is that?
An elephant?
It's an eye.
Love that.
What are we going to do?
I don't like that at all.
Are we going to close the curtain, poke the eye, ignore it, or pour lemon juice? I think it said block the view, so maybe closing the curtain?
Yeah.
Bye. No, thank you. Not home.
It left.
Yay! Sorry, we gave it the office.
That eye.
Do you know something about it?
Nope.
Yes. It was kind of cute.
Date.
You are insane.
Date, please.
What? That's...
He told me.
Hitomi?
Alright, prevent the invasion. We have, he told me, we have a skull, we have books. We have a ceiling fan. I think maybe we should leave the books to the end.
Okay. Skull.
Alright. Alas, poor York, I knew him well.
A skull. I do not see the body.
Do we want to talk to it? Do we want to throw it? Do we want to kiss it? Or do we want to check it?
Kiss.
I must be malfunctioning. You want me to do what?
Just give it a little kissy.
I am seriously getting tired of your bone fetish. No reaction.
Oh, but that was exciting.
Date, no!
I do not need your
Spray
report,
bottle.
Thank you.
Alright, skull or he told me?
He told me.
It's Hitomi.
We can talk to her, hug her, kiss her, or touch her.
Hug her?
Alright.
Well, I suppose I will try it. She's hard.
Yeah, me too.
Date!
Jesus.
Sorry, nothing.
Alright, well that didn't do anything. Skull, he told me?
Chat says 89 probably would kiss her, so maybe he told me again.
Alright.
It's Hitomi.
You wanna kiss her?
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
What?
Kiss her.
I don't know that I want to see Date's reaction to this, but...
No.
You... Like this? But why?
You are like one of my limbs, Aiba.
Yes.
Like an alter ego. An incarnation of me to kiss Hitomi.
Date, stop.
Yes.
Then it's like me kissing Hitomi, right?
No.
You sure? Because that was making my heart rate rise. And another part of me, too.
Oh my god, Date.
I don't even have to make the jokes. Like, he does it for me.
Could it just be only your heart, please?
Alright, well, that didn't do anything either. You want to try to do something else to Hitomi, or play with the skull again?
Let's play with the skull again.
Alright.
A skull.
Do you want to talk to it, throw it, or check it?
Check it.
Alright.
This skull reminds me of the one from before.
But didn't that one have a complete skeleton?
There is a small amount of blood flowing from the left eye socket.
What could that mean?
Perhaps it's your head.
What about my head?
Let's break it open and see what's inside.
Play with the skull, or Hitomi?
2 minutes. Hurry.
He told me.
Alright.
It's
Would we like to talk to her or touch her?
Talk to her.
Alright.
Understood. Hey, Hitomi! Hitomi! No use.
Could you try it again, but more in a fawning way?
I believe we should try something else.
But fawning.
Let it go.
Alright, do we want to try to touch Hitomi or play with the skull again?
Let's try touching her.
Alright.
It's Hitomi. Where?
Maybe her...
Date, behave.
Got the squirt bottle out. You be ready, sir.
Her stomach, right?
Yeah. It's not like I'm touching her.
She's extremely hard. Perhaps due to her being stationary?
What did you say?
That she is stationary?
No, before that.
She's hard?
Hitomi is hard right now. Got it.
Oh my God.
That's useful information. Let's keep that in mind.
Christ.
Okay, good to know.
A menace.
Wait, I forgot. What's Hitomi's condition right now? Totally lost it.
Could you stop messing around? Or would you like me to crush you with this vice?
Hey, relax. I was kidding.
Alright, well, Hitomi didn't seem to work, so let's go play with the skull again, I guess?
Yeah.
A skull.
Do I want to talk to it or throw it?
Throw it.
Alright.
Would that not be disrespectful to the dead?
Probably, let's do it anyway.
Dead. It's a hunk of calcium.
All right. Sorry about this.
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
Oh, but it did do something. Okay, so let's rip apart some more books. 60 seconds to tear a book.
Jeez.
A green book. That seems familiar.
I do not think there is any relation to this.
All right. Guess it's nothing then.
Alright, where's the other book?
Date, 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Look.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to do halftime. Just in case they hit me with something worse.
What is this going to accomplish?
We're driving number 89 into a corner.
By tearing a book.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore up one of the porno mags I was hiding.
That situation was clearly different.
Alright, is there one more book somewhere? I do not see one. Okay, so we have a switch, we have a ceiling fan, we have the winter iris. I don't think there's anything else we can do to Hitomi.
No.
She's still there.
I assume the switch still has the thorns.
Yep. Prevent the invasion. I have no idea.
Mm-mm.
We gotta do something.
The winter iris?
Dante, you're out of time.
I gotta cross the,
A winter iris.
I know.
you wanna pick it or smell it? Smelling it didn't do anything. I'm gonna decrease this down to 1 second.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Stop it! You're distracting me! I got one! Aw, right after I pulled it out, too.
Did the green stuff react at all?
Did work.
What's that?
What do I do?
Okay, do we want to open it, shut up, ignore it, or lock it?
Block it. Prevent the invasion.
Yeah. No, thank you.
No! Stop!
Here's the problem. That's how he told me looked in our
Stop right
dream.
there.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Hi, boss. Hey, we still had at least 1 second left.
Jesus.
Yay for timies.
Oh my god.
All right, I think we're gonna end here for tonight.
Yeah.
I think
like
it's a
idea.
good place to end. All right.
Date, this is a serious matter.
Yeah, we'll find out about that next time.
A serious cliffhanger.
It's a very serious cliffhanger. See, this is what happens when I actually think about where we're ending. All right. Next stream is Sunday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. You got any announcements? No.
Nope.
I don't either. Thanks for hanging out. Below is the link to the YouTube channel. You can see any of our past stuff there, so go check it out if you are curious. Otherwise, we will be back on Sunday. Have a good night, all.
Goodbye.
Bye.